Yeah, we thought we'd save this for last, just out of badness, I think, actually, because people have been really excited about seeing it through these streams, and it is really cool. It's a super cool city. I think it's the best city we've done in a Horizon game. This isn't it, actually. This is, I don't think we've shown this in the streams before. That's Banbury Castle, isn't it? Yeah. We're at the coast, actually, again, which I don't think we've actually seen, but there you go. So that's Banbury Castle. There's a big old British beach over there to the right.
It's actually another gameplay arena.
It is.
Yeah.
It is, and if we drive up, this is sort of the east coast of the world that we've built. Eventually, we will get to Edinburgh, and it's probably worth mentioning just like why we have cities in Horizon. We didn't have any cities. We had a biggish town in one, but it really
Main town
was what it was called. Yeah, only town.
It was the main town. Yeah.
But from 2, we had Nice in the south of France. Obviously, in Horizon 3, we had Surfers Paradise, and I think it's a really important component to a Horizon world now. I know a lot of people really love the experience of driving in a city. It gives you quite a different style of gameplay from what Horizon's predominantly about the thrill of the open road. That's what we always kind of set out to achieve. But certainly, there's a really cool gameplay when you're driving around a city, particularly a city you recognise. And Edinburgh certainly for us ticks those boxes, and it's really cool to have it in the game.
I think also while we're driving up, because I know that it's been one of the biggest questions as well, is why not London? I'm a Londoner, so I'm like, why not London?
So London's a great city. Everyone knows what a great city London is. It's also absolutely massive, and it's also like incredibly, how to put it, like unique. Right? When you get anywhere near central London, every building is completely different, and every building is completely iconic. And really, the amount of work, I guess, that would be involved in recreating London would mean you probably didn't have any time left over to go build the rest of the game. I think you would probably have to devote an entire game to London to do it justice, and also in so doing, you would probably fundamentally change. And there's Edinburgh.
As you just lost
that's a pretty cool way to reveal Edinburgh. And in doing so, you would really change what the game's about. If your game was all street racing and cities, then suddenly you're making a game like Midnight Club, which are brilliant games, but not the game that we have ever set out to make or really necessarily want to make. Like I say, Horizon is about the thrill of the open road. It's about driving on the best driving roads in the world, and the fact that we can incorporate a city like Edinburgh, which is obviously smaller than London, but I think no less iconic, no less beautiful. It fits our game really well.
And talking about iconic locations, where was that we just jumped from? It's one of the most. It's iconic for you.
That was Arthur's Seat, which is a kind of a big rocky hill outside Edinburgh, which is quite famous if you live in Edinburgh.
And affords great views of Edinburgh.
It does,
as you just saw, yeah. But I think the other stuff that's worth talking about when it comes to Edinburgh is how cool the road network is in this particular urban environment in this game. So before with Surfers Paradise, it was quite a modern high-rise city, and it had that very grid-like road network, which afforded a certain type of experience. I think what's great about Edinburgh is the roads have obviously built up over time. There's a lot of history associated with this location, and it creates these really interesting pieces of road network that the level designers have been able to leverage and create some really unique races that I don't think we would have been able to create in an urban environment if we were in another sort of more modern.
Yeah. Like, what other major locations are there which you would say in?
So let's point out. So that's the Scott Monument. So we're on Princess Street, which is the main thoroughfare in Edinburgh. The street. It's the main street in Edinburgh, and obviously it has many famous buildings on it, not least of which is obviously the castle, which is just over there. Andy's driving away from it now, which is. Useful, but
he's taking the scenic route.
He is.
Taking this nicely. While we're doing this route, we've actually also got a question from the chat as well, from Timberwolf. Is it true there are businesses you can use to make money, or is it just another fake rumour? Especially as we're going up to Edinburgh Castle, which costs a lot of money.
It does cost a lot of money, and actually we revealed the answer to that question just a couple of minutes ago, I think, when we drove past. One of the Horizon stories which involves a player business, so that is not a fake rumour. You can.
It's not fake news.
It's not fake news.
It's real news.
Part of as part of some of the Horizon stories. To get into and play those stories, you have to go by a business, and the one that we just passed is called World's Fastest Rentals, which involves you buying. I believe a supercar rental business. Is that which is obviously to allow you to go drive supercars for fun, which is kind of the point of Horizon games. And once you bought that business, and as you progress that Horizon story, you will earn money from that business, and you will see that come into your account every time you log on.
Okay, and then hopefully earn enough money to buy Edinburgh Castle in the long run for it as well. Dirk Michaels also asked, does surface water impact driving like ice in winter?
It does, yes, as it has done in Horizon games since we introduced it in Horizon 2. Yes, so absolutely. The physics of a wet road is something that we model and something that we replicate in the game, and you will feel. As Andy is probably now, that you need to drive a slightly different way when the roads are wet.
So also, one of the biggest changes in Horizon is day and night cycle. I think we're going to head over to a race so we can kind of see Edinburgh at night.
Yes, we're going to do a street race, which Andy's going to drive up to in a couple of seconds. And street race thread in the game, they're all night races that it's appropriate time of day to be doing some street races, right? And Edinburgh in particular looks really, really stunning at night. There's a lot of work that we've done under the hood to really put a lot of new features into our night lighting model that we've never had before. So we're really, really proud of it, which is why we're going to be showing off in a couple of seconds. So I think Andy's just come around this corner here where the event start is, just down here.
Here we go.
So yeah, so we did show you a little bit of night in last week's stream.
Yeah.
But obviously Andy failing to hit a bonus board time and time again was probably not the best.
I think they mentioned that in the chat.
Yeah, that was.
It's your time to redeem yourself. It's redemption.
So I thought it was only fair to show everybody what night looks like when that's not happening, and also in Edinburgh where we've got lots of really cool things going on. So as I said on the previous stream, we've got true shadow casting lights now from the car and the environment, which is a feature for the Xbox One X. We've also got all of that stuff rendering it into the car bodies and reflecting off all the materials in better ways than we've ever been able to before. So you'll see all those pings coming off the metalwork. We've also got these really cool flares, which are a nice sort of, they're obviously our checkpoints for the race, but they also demo some of the cool lighting features that are going on off of those as well. And as you can see, Edinburgh itself is just a super cool place at night. So all the shop lights have turned on, all the street lights, all of the uplighting on all the sort of major monuments, which is a real feature of Edinburgh. So one of the things you'll always see if you Google Edinburgh on sort of Google search is all the cool uplit castles and monuments and things. So that's something that our lighting artists have been able to have real fun with this time around.
It makes you really want to go and visit Edinburgh. I'm just kind of noticing that because it's a city I've never been to, and it just looks absolutely stunning.
Yeah, it is a beautiful place. You should totally go.
I will. It'll be next on my trip. We've also got another question from the chat where Beardia Bread asks, "What's the most common weather?"
To be fair, I think we've really tried really hard to curate a nice balanced experience for everybody. So we've tried to make sure you get a bit of everything. You get overcast skies, as some people would assume would be the majority of the weather in Britain, but as we've sort of proved over the course of these streams, you also get some really gloriously sunny days as well, amazing sunsets. There was a quote by the famous painter Turner who said that Britain had 4 skies in one sky.
You're bringing out famous painter quote.
There you go. That's what I do. Everybody loves me for it in the studio, especially Ralph.
This is the first one I've heard. Why have we not heard these quotes earlier?
Because I've been told not to do it. I'm joking.
Fair enough. Fair enough. It's one of those things, though. I'm quite excited to see the change of weather as well. It's just kind of like when we went into that cockpit view, that kind of different reflection of the lights. But that is the end of that race right there, and we're coming out. If you guys have got any questions as well, just before we kind of like wrap up the stream, because it's kind of sad. This is the end of 4 weeks. It's like it's gonna like start like tearing up and kind of that moment, because every single week we've had a chance to take a look at a different season, different cars, different parts of the world, and it's been incredible. But is there any moment that's kind of really stood out for you?
Many moments.
all the bugs that we've revealed to you.
Yeah,
of course.
Absolutely. As Ben and I sit here.
It's like, why is that happening?
No, it's been a lot of fun. Honestly, it's not been something we have ever done before. We've been learning as we go. Apologies for that, but it's been a ton of fun. It's been great to to hear the feedback from fans and from viewers on the game. It's been exciting to show what we've been working on for the last couple of years. Because. Generally speaking, we don't do anything between E3 and Gamescom, and this year we have. So it's been a great experience. Thank you to everyone for watching. I think from everyone at Playground, it's been great to get the feedback, and yeah, it's been good.
Yeah, and importantly, when are we next going to hear more and see more about Forza Horizon 4?
So it's only a couple of weeks to Gamescom. Man, it really comes up on you, doesn't it?
It sneaks up,
doesn't it? So yeah, we will be at Gamescom. We will be there with the game. We will be there showing more stuff, talking about more stuff.
Yeah.
And then after Gamescom. Really, you're on the freight train towards launch. So I'm sure there will be a ton of things happening post Gamescom in the run-up to launch, which is October the 2nd. October the 2nd on Xbox One and Windows 10, and also obviously on Xbox Game Pass on that exact same day. And if you're an Ultimate Edition owner, you will be able to play in early access on the 28th of September, I think.
So it's not that far away now, really.
It really
It's like Inventor's got his face going, not far at all. But I think I just like